It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. Looking deep here for Ebron. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 61 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain in the play. And it's 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Juszczyk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a 1st quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Carson, the
Greatest
first
show on
down.
earth,
Carson fumbles the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
On the play. Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Seahawks nothing.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Here's Herbert now on second down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On fourth down, Herbert. Got a man, Slayton. Touchdown, Vikings. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it's up and good.
Score Vikings 21, Seahawks nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Crosby for the extra point.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it'll be third down.
It's third down. And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. Ebron with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Being chased out left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
makes the score Vikings 28, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, Mixon. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
What are you guys doing? Come on, that was terrible. What is that?
Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Burrow staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Burrow looking to pass. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Austin Hooper. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Operating from the gun. Herbert buying time to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action. It's Herbert. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Flush to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the Vikings' 11-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Third and goal.
To the air again, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi, his second sack of the night.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't.